You're pouring hours into building your brand online by posting, responding, and connecting with your audience. But let's get real. Are you tracking the right numbers to know what's actually working and what's not? Today, we're going to dig into the 5 key metrics every social media manager should keep an eye on if they want real growth and engagement. These metrics are more than just numbers. They're your guide to moving past just posting and creating true impact. Let's dive in and make sure every post you make counts. Let's kick it off with engagement rate. One of the clearest ways to see if your content is actually connecting with people. Engagement rate measures every time someone does more than just scroll past your post. Think likes, comments, shares, clicks, all those actions. So why does engagement rate matter so much? It tells you if your followers are interested enough to stop and interact with your content, which is huge. To break it down, here's a simple formula. Engagement rate equals total engagement divided by total followers times 100. This shows you the percentage of your followers that are interacting with your content. A higher rate, that's a sign of real loyalty and interest in your brand. Now picture this. Say you post a photo and it gets 3 times the engagement of your usual posts. This tells you 2 things. 1, that type of content resonates with your audience. And 2, you might want to create more content like that. Lower engagement, that's valuable info too. It could mean the content missed a mark, or maybe use a different approach. But testing out different styles and topics, you can find what truly grabs your audience's attention. Pro tip, compare engagement rates across different content types. For instance, do videos work better than static images? Do fun posts get more engagement than informational ones? Tracking these patterns over time can give you solid insight into what your audience actually enjoys. Bottom line, engagement rate isn't just a number. It's a reflection of how well you're building your relationship with your audience. Next up is sentiment analysis, a metric that's all about understanding how people feel about your brand. Sentiment analysis dives into the tone of interactions with your brand. Are they positive, neutral, or negative? Why is this important? It gives you insight into how people actually feel about your content, products, or brand overall. Knowing this helps you adjust to keep things on the positive side. Let's break it down. Say you launch a new product. Positive comments might look like, love this feature, or can't wait to try it. Neutral comments are usually questions like, what's the price? Or how does this compare? Negative ones, however, might be, didn't meet expectations, not as good as I hoped. Tools like Brand24 can analyze these comments in real time, sorting them into positive, neutral, or negative categories. Imagine you run a campaign and see loads of positive feedback. It's a green light to keep promoting that content. On the flip side, if people are confused or don't like something, it's a great heads up to jump in and fix the message. Pro tip, keep an eye on shifts in sentiment over time. If things are trending positive, your strategy is working. A sudden dip? It's a sign to reevaluate. Sentiment analysis can help you spot brand advocates and address issues with detractors, creating a strong connection overall. Now let's talk brand mentions, or how often people are actually talking about your brand online. Brand mentions include anytime someone tags your brand or mentions your name, references your product. Why are mentions so powerful? They're a real-time pulse on your brand's visibility. The more people mention you, the more likely you're making an impact. Imagine you're a skincare brand and popular influencer tags your product. Suddenly your mentions soar. It's kind of organic, word of mouth is some of the best publicity you can get. Tools like Brand24 track mentions in real time, showing you every mention across social media, blogs, and forums. This allows you to jump in and engage with your audience exactly when they're talking about you. Here's where brand mentions help. They show you what's resonating, help you spot trends, and reveal what people associate with your brand. They also hope you catch issues early. If mentions suddenly start including phrases like buggy update or didn't work as I expected, you can act fast. Pro tip, mentions can be great for spotting collaboration opportunities. If you notice a certain influencer or customer mentioning your brand frequently, consider a partnership. Now let's dive into click-through rate, or CTR, which for most people is your go-to metric for understanding whether people are actually taking action. CTR tells you the percentage of people who see a post or ad and then click a link included in it, like learn more, sign up, or shop now. Here's how to calculate CTR. Clicks divided by impressions times 100. This gives you a percentage showing how well your CTA is working. Why is CTR key? Likes and comments are great, but CTR tells you if people are taking the next step. Pro tip: test different CTAs and visuals to see what works best. Maybe shop now outperforms see more, or maybe a bright button catches more clicks than a subtle one. CTR also shows how effectively your paid ads are driving traffic. High CTR on a post or an ad about a product launch, followed by good sales, tells you it's doing its job. Finally, we've got audience growth rate, a metric that shows you how fast your follower base is growing. Growth rate is about how quickly you're gaining new followers, not just how many you have overall. To calculate it, new followers divided by total followers times 100. Growth rate helps you see if your content is actually bringing in new people and expanding your reach. If your growth rate isn't consistent, that's a good sign. A sharp increase might have hit a post or campaign. Decline, there could be time for a refresh. Pro tip: track growth rates by platform. If Instagram is growing faster than Twitter, consider focusing more energy there. And remember, steady, genuine growth is often more valuable than sudden spikes. So there you have it, the top 5 metrics every social media manager should track. Engagement rate, sentiment analysis, brand mentions, click-through rate, and audience growth rate. Each of these metrics tells you what's working, what needs work, and how you can improve. And if you're looking for one tool to track all these metrics, Brand24 has you covered with real-time insights and powerful sentiment analysis. Ready to level up your social media strategy? Head to Brand24, go on the website and check it out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more tips on growing your brand online.